remember something at the end of the street there. I'll turn around again.
We have the syringes. We got the syringes, right? Yeah, we got the syringes. No, that's not what I meant.
This is our hotel in Columbia. This is our room. Resting up from the drive. I'm always amazed that you guys will walk off and leave me.
Because you are the slowest.
And then it's like momentarily I panic. And then I realize I have the keys. So as long as I know where the car is, I'm never. We've decided to come and take some pictures. Picture. Mizzou. So where are you gonna go? Mizzou or KU?
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, so you're going nowhere.
No. I'm going to college.
You're going to college. Shakespeare's when you come to Columbia. I'm not that hungry, but we'll see if they have pizza slices. And what I can't eat, we can take with us. There's the famous sign. It's the sign mentioned in the song Whiskey Bottle by Uncle Tupelo. This is the 3-hour-away town that they were talking about. The pizza is in. Pizza. Fine. Terrible. I think we are sassified. Zach is nodding in agreement, or he was. Shakespeare's Pizza. There's the Katy Depot, which is now a restaurant. And here's where we're eating our favorite breakfast place in Columbia. This is a Valentine diner built by the Valentine Company of Wichita, Kansas, founded by Arthur Valentine.
Would be the way to go. President will be on it.
Valentine diner. Formica boomerang time. Picture. I'm glad the mic is over here. I'm the only one doing it. What's going on here? Terrible. Well, Zach is already done, so we don't know what he has. Looks like Saya has some sort of burrito. And Cian has Some sort of mixed drink. And Grumpy Boy over there has a panic. We are sassified. Good stuff. St. Louis, Laclede's Landing. We're gonna try to go to the Arch. The rain or the weather is yucky. There's the Eads Bridge and Mississippi River, and there's a barge going up the river. Cool. Maybe because the day is so yucky, we'll get lucky. Lucky, yucky. And we'll be able to get right in. Because it doesn't seem like there's anybody here.
The rain feels so much better under here.
Woohoo! Pretty much as I predicted. Sharp's rifle. I believe one of the first repeating rifles. Here's the building, the arch portion of the show.
And the charm of the architecture of their time.
It's a model of the elevators going down. We call them the washing machines or the dryers. This is the sad part of this. All the stuff they tore down to build this park. That's pretty cool. Wish I still had my wide angle lens. I got lost. The Arch store. Can buy a model of it. Pretty neat. This is because we watched The Carpetbagger. Go ahead, Saya.
Can you find him, please?
How many to give you? Oh, it's giving all of them. Now everybody's curious. They've never seen a press penny machine. On YouTube.
Seen it physically.
Yeah. Look at this, the face of this smart teenager. Go ahead, Zach, make that face again. Go ahead.
Let him try, Saya.
It's not that. He just put it
Oh,
right as I was
Lord.
spinning.
All right, let him try now. All right.
What is he trying? She already got it all.
Try.
We're not as peaceful as the Carpetbagger. We can't go up in the arch today, but we can pretend. Wow, look at that view.
This is live, honey.
I think so.
Our old cathedral is not pictured.
Sayang sa helicopter dito. Rises up so quickly.
It's good that the museum portion is free. If you can't go up into the top, we'll do that some other day. Maybe? Let's think. In 1993, I parked my van right underneath the Eads Bridge and slept overnight. I don't think you can do that anymore. Or who knows, maybe you can. I don't know, I think they'll come and roust you if you try. Be one heck of a boondocking spot. But I think you'd be afraid all night somebody come mess with you. And the sun comes up right over there. It's a very pretty bridge. Like Leeds Landing. Looks like it's seen better days. Drive around kind of exploring. I thought I'd finally get out of the car and walk around a bit. Here in the eclectic neighborhood known as South Grand. There's something that's open. Bar open. Of course, there is nothing open except this bar up here, which is kind of interesting to me. I might go and look around, have a Coke. Definitely very eclectic. Lots of Vietnamese and Mediterranean. The famous one in New York. Interesting place. I wouldn't mind coming back when they have a band or something. That was a DJ. Maybe we can come back. I don't know, for breakfast or something. Have some Vietnamese. It's pretty neat. But it depends on how much time we have. I don't know if we'll have the time. I just kind of exploring. I've been here before, back in the year 2000. And we got to spend a little bit of time here, but not much. It's kind of a neat area. This is our hotel. And this is interesting to be coming back to. Breakfast in the lobby. I'm overdoing it a little. We are starting out at the Museum of Transportation, which yesterday I misspoke. I think I said when I camped out it was in the summer of 93. I think it was actually 92 because the summer of 93 flooded. Wouldn't have been able to camp there. So That was when I visited here, was in the summer of '92, I believe. And a lot has changed here. Wow. Here is the first building you come into. It's already pretty spectacular, and I think it's fairly dog friendly, but dogs are not allowed inside the buildings. But they say 80% of it is outside. One of the first things we look at is a Virgin Hyperloop Megalev.
Looks like
And I noticed down here there's a little thing for a camera. You got the F-18 Super Hornet. General Motors Aerotrain. Where are you going, Luke? I believe what did these in was that they were too lightweight and rough riding for American rails. Let's look at cars. That's pretty interesting. 1960 Didia. Yeah, try and get it without the glitter. 1957 Nash Metropolitan. Oh yeah, here's a preserved piece of the Coral Court Motel. Neato. 1951 Studebaker bullet nose. And I'm loving all the neon signs they have here. 1963 Chrysler Turbine. And it's got a jet engine, literally. The Corvette Stingray. My math teacher, Mr. Musgrave, had one of these. 1965. Where would we be without the Model T? 1927. Ooh, this is a Studebaker too. It's got the old wagon wheel Studebaker badge. 1919 Studebaker Special 6. Cool. And the 1957 Chevrolet. Again, love the neon. Juxtaposition with the Chevrolets. 1923 Stanley Steamer with a steam boiler inside, which is different from the vacuum cleaner called the Stanley Steamer. Look at this lovely Route 66 display right next to the Coral Court. Here's a room dedicated to all cars manufactured in St. Louis. St. Louis car companies. Now we are on the train portion of our program. You can actually see this area when you ride the passenger trains. It's a wigwag. And here we have the big boy. Union Pacific 4006. Hey Luke, the engineer, point your head out. Who's gonna drive this thing? The little boy is gonna drive the big boy.
I'm tiny.
Where's
Where's the train? Or is that the horn thing?
It's just bricks and rocks
The coal would come
from there.
out here. You can see there's a corkscrew would feed it underneath and feed the fire.
Going this way.
Here's Luke the engineer. Woo.
can open that.
Next to the big boy is a Centennial, which was 2 diesel engines in one train. I believe that was a late 60s, early 70s concoction that didn't work too well because it was, that's what's going by. But it didn't work too well because they could just use 2 engines, and if one broke down, you didn't lose the whole locomotive. Things like that, and not very fuel efficient. We also have the rotary snowplow. If I'm not mistaken, this stuff may have been the equipment that sat at Dodson in Kansas City. I may have video of it from the early 90s, but don't quote me on that. I got everything lit up. This one says General Motors number 103, diesel electric locomotive, if I can talk. Here's a GE locomotive with the hood removed. Cutaway educational locomotive. Pretty cool. I just noticed the engine is cutaway too. There's the piston. Neato. And the camshaft, if I can get it. Crankcase block. The Dinky Rail Motorboat Bus. The CBNQ Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy E8. Neato. I believe that's my old friend Eagle Pitcher, the Decapod that was being moved around in Smoky Hill in the early 90s. And right next to it is a Burlington early streamliner.
No, what's blue? What? That is not blue. All of them. Red, green, yellow, blue.
Looking inside a chemical car.
Are you going up?
What's this?
Chemicals. Never been inside a chemical car. Interesting. Hope it's gotten rid of all the nasty stuff. I don't know. And we can go through, what's this? Cabooses?
Torpedoes are small, exposed though.
Oh, look at this. Can we touch it? I'm not gonna touch it.
No, don't touch anything.
Can we go on the bed?
No,
Does it look like that?
no. Here's your stove. Keep you warm and cook on. Yeah, we can keep on going. We better hurry up for this copyright gets us. Interesting.
I think it's been more than 14 seconds. Wow.
That is really
Well,
interesting. Did they have these
no,
in
not-
1996?
What?
It's a pretty neat little room. St. Charles, Missouri. That's Missouri's first state capital. I always love this old building. I saw a marker over there on the riverfront, showed the line of where the flood of '93 crested. And it said thanks to all the community members and volunteers. And I'm like, it's funny, I was one of those people. I came out one night and helped sandbag at the peak of the flooding. Pretty much trying to save a trailer park from a busted levee. Looks like we found our lunch dinner spot. What do you call that? Lupper? Linner? Looks good. Cool place. Oh God! Neat up.
I don't know.
I've got my mater soup. I'm happy. Mater soup. I got the Reuben. And Suyen has the catfish. Meow. That she's sharing with Luke. Saya has pasta shells and broccoli. And Zakium has the Big A burger, which is almost already gone.
Try?
Weekend has one cake with ice cream and root beer float, which everybody's sharing. They're enjoying it. Now your phone is in the way. Say your big head's in the way. There we go. Say's big head's in the way.
Hey, that's nasty.
We are sassified. That's a pretty building. I'm not sure, but I think when I first came here, about 1991 or so, they made all this into a pedestrian mall. And if I'm not mistaken, it was a really bad idea. It killed all the traffic and destroyed the business downtown. And it's a lot like what they tried in places like Atchison and elsewhere, you know. Back in the 60s and 70s, people thought malls were the big thing. Even to the point that some towns even completely flattened their downtown districts to build a shopping mall instead. Which was a horrible idea. Most towns that did that can never recover from that. I like the Katy Depot down there. Pretty neat.
Careful though, careful. Put it up.
Picture.
Come on. Just sitting there.
Here's a closer look at the MKT, Missouri, Kansas, Texas Railroad, or Katy Depot. Wabash Railroad, follow the flag. And the MKT, or Katy. Our last bit of strolling before we have to go back home.